Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna take a look at a team around Heatran, as I kinda wanted to test that out the whole time already, also last time when we had like Master League, but I wasn't Legend yet and I didn't really want to like, I don't know, threaten my elo or anything like that too crazy, so I didn't went like for full spice. But this thing is actually really decent. Like, you kinda don't really expect this thing in general in the meta, but if you like think about it, like it has a lot of decent matchups against all those steel types. Dialga, it resists nearly every move other than Thunder against the Dialga. And in general, like, you don't really expect a fire type, and here we're on a double charm team. Like, what do you want to do with that? We have a Heatran, we have another steel type on the back. Here my opponent, oh god, one of the worst possible leads with like the Dialga, and then one of the worst possible switch-ins with the Groudon. But it's still okay, we can still farm double afterwards. But yeah, Heatran has a lot of potential in the meta in general. But yeah. With this team, I think I went kind of neutral. I think slightly positive, like not crazy positive, definitely not. I didn't include some of the matches where I like completely get hard countered. This just happened also. This happens in general in Master League more often than other leagues because you have like such a slim meta. Yeah, exactly like those games. I cut off some of those where like there was no possible way to win this at all from the get-go. It's just like sometimes the case that you have like teams. I had a lot of teams actually that had like Giratina plus Kyogre in the back, which is interesting. And I actually haven't seen, I think, a single team again which had Kyogre in the lead, Dialga and Togekiss in the back, because that was definitely the most common team I saw in the last time when we had Master League. I haven't seen a team at all, or like in the last, I don't know, 75 battles, which is crazy. Like, where's the team gone? Like, interesting how the meta always shifts. What I now see a lot more is a double flying team, and this team just completely wrecks the double flying team, but most of the time they lead either Mundle or like SCAF, I think. And yeah, here we also like get hard counted again, like there's nothing we can do. Next up we have Groudon in the lead. My opponent swaps out, which is beautiful. We can go into the metal. They are like Groudons with Dragon Tail, which is also sometimes a problem. But other than that, it's fine. I think no way of like needing a lot of wins. I actually really enjoyed this game. This game is like one of the best games I ever had with this team, or like in general, like one of my best Master League battles, as you can see here right now. I'm just gonna get to all the moves with my man medal. Gotta do a lot of damage against him. He throws right before I had my next superpower, which is fine. He goes for the Iron Head. We have 2 shields advantage now. I go into my Heatran and I just farm all the way down. Like, Heatran's Fire Spin does a lot of damage. Heatran is a bit attack rated. My EVs are not good, but I had this thing powered up like from the first time we had this thing in Shiny, I think. It's like a lucky Pokemon, so I just gave it a second charge move, I don't know, like already 4 seasons ago or something, so nothing new. We can KO this Groudon there against us, even though like hello ground type against steel fire type, and now my opponent goes into his Yveltal and like, what do you want to do here? Like, seriously, we can just go for the Stone Edge. This thing is gone, and we just sweep an entire team with our Heatran, which was beautiful. But yeah, like if you want to have a better Pokemon in the back, go for Dialga. This team is really common, I think, with Dialga in general. So yeah, a bit better like this. But I enjoyed Heatran, definitely. Heatran has a lot of potential, especially with like a lot of Lugia around and a lot of more Flyer around now, Dialga around. This thing has a lot of potential, but it's like a bit squishy, which kind of sucks sometimes. Yeah, I just hope he's not a Shadow Ball, and it is a Shadow Ball, and yeah, we're in a bad spot. My opponent goes into Conkeldurr, which is interesting. Okay, I have to swap out here, and I have to go for the superpower, see what he has. He definitely does not get to move before. Gonna KO this, and he has a man medal in the back. We have 1 shield, but we're already like debuffed. And I think I threw this game with this move here right now. If I just let the first one go, I think I would have still survived, even though we were 1 stage debuffed. Or if I like shielded the first one, but like throwing there was like stupid. As yeah, he had a lot of energy already. Like, I just didn't shield there. There was no way for me. But I think I could have won this if I played that correctly. Here my opponent has man medal in the lead. We go into our own man medal. We're just gonna go for a superpower, try to like get some damage on him. I don't think I'm gonna shield this matchup at all. I get an extra move, which is beautiful. I don't really want to shield. He goes into the Lugia, which is interesting, and which kind of tells me already that I think he has like the Yveltal in the back. And this might be good for us. If you get like some damage on the man medal with like 1 superpower or something, you're actually fine with the Dragon Knight as well, as you can do like a lot of damage with Dragon Tail and Dragon Claw. Here I shield the move against Lugia. It could have been Hydro Palm, but I'm not 100% sure there always. It's Air Blast only, so we can farm all the way down, have 2 moves ready. Nearly. And he goes for the Evaltal, and I make a mistake and go for the Flamethrower, expecting the other thing to come in. I'm an idiot there, because I think I would have won this without it. He gets 2 extra moves in there, which is really bad for us. Goes into the Man Metal, and the Evaltal would be nearly dead. At this point already, we saw how much the Stone Edge does before, and I don't. It's so sad that I didn't went for the Stone Edge. Stone Edge Flamethrower has the same energy. And yeah, I just like panicked and threw the move immediately, which I did. There was no reason for me. I just wanted to not give him an extra crit move. And actually swap in here perfectly onto the charge move with a Dark Pulse, which gonna save me the game here so I can go for the Dragon Claw. But this could have been so much easier. I can finish him off here, but yeah, I actually stacked at the perfect time. My Switch clock just went up. And here we are, Groudon in the lead, which has Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail Groudon is like, oof. Not a lot I can do there actually. He goes into a Dialga. I would guess that he has something weak to, like another Steel type in the backs maybe? Because he needs something for Fairy types. Like a Togekiss would completely wall him at this point. Let me see what he has. He goes back into the Groudon. There might be a Steel type in the back then. Go for the Flamethrower, get a shield. I think I wanted to swap out there, but we have lag, which is beautiful. Goes for a Fire Punch. I sadly don't get to the Flamethrower anymore. It is a Mewtwo, interesting. I think I have to catch a move now. So what I'm going to do is go for 3 moves and catch the move here, 3 quick moves. 3 Dragon Tails basically gives you 9 turns. Yeah, the Mewtwo needs 10 turns to throw, and they always click like immediately because they don't want to get hit by a Dragon Claw. And here we just caught the move. He goes for a Psy Strike here. I have to shield this, but it's fine. We can KO this Mewtwo. We're in a decent spot right now. But still not the best. I don't get to the move there. Is it only a Fire Punch? It's a new Earthquake, okay. So I'm gonna go for the Dragon Claw here. Does this KO? It does, and we're gonna win this game. Good game there to my opponent. Next up, we have Mamoswine against us, which is also really bad for this team. Mamoswine really is threatening a lot of my team. And he goes into Giratina, like we have not a good amount of leads. Like I don't know where all the Giratinas went. I had last video I made. I don't know where all the Kyogres went. I don't know where all the Mudshot Groudons went. We have like only like really bad leads right now. I mean, we're an ABB line, which is then not the worst thing if you have like bad leads, but still I would prefer like decent leads. And here, sadly, we don't really get a lot of moves in, and if we got like 1 move more in or something, we would have got to another move, but yeah. Another charge move, but it didn't work out for us. We can go for Dragon Tail and farm down here. We have lag against us. We have to swap out immediately, of course, because we know the lead. We don't really want to face that, and my opponent has a Lugia in the back, which looks then interesting for us. But Lugia is so bulky. Like, Lugia has so much more bulk than Heatran that it can actually really go toe-to-toe with that thing. I have to shield for the potential Air Blast. I go for the Stone Edge. Stone Edge doesn't KO. I have to shield. Air Blast would do a not. Yeah, and he goes for the Air Blast, actually, which is fine. I have to farm down this point. He can go for another move. I think it's only the Sky Attack. Yep. I can go for a Flamethrower, and now I don't know how much energy he has. I have to catch the move, and I'm not able to. He was way faster out there as I thought, and it's gonna be a good game because the Dragon Claw wouldn't have KO'd here from this range anyway. So I tried to farm up a bit extra, but yeah, good game there. Well, it's definitely winnable if I played it a bit better. If I caught the move, I definitely would have won, but I didn't, and that's a good game then. Here we have a Dragon Tail Groudon against us again, which is like annoying. But yeah, it definitely does make sense that Dragon Tail Groudon is more thing right now. It's always good against my teams, but not. But I don't know, like it's crazy. But we get a shield here, which is fine. Goes for the Fire Punch, which is also okay. We can go into our Heatran farm down. Doesn't even go for a move because he wanted to go for an Earthquake. Goes to the Giratina, now it's kind of a problem. I actually don't know what I'm doing here right now. I'm gonna stay in a bit and go for another Stone Edge, I think, because I have to weaken that thing. Goes for a Shadow Sneak, I go for a Stone Edge, he gets the extra move in. You let it go, I can go into my Melmetal. And at this point, we're in a decent spot. Now it depends what he has in the back. And we go for the Rock Slide, and he catches the move on a Togekiss. Very good catch. And he surrenders, because there was nothing he could do there. Turrican are really useless against my backline. Another Dragon Tail Groudon, like what the hell is going on, where they are coming from. If I had a Kyogre right now, I would have lead that the whole time. I think it's a really good Pokemon to lead with right now. But yeah, I don't know. It seems very interesting. We can farm him all the way down here at least. My opponent goes into Giratina, does not look good for us again. Go for Stone Edge, we're gonna swap out into the Melmetal, because I expect us to be like able to farm a bit better down. He goes for the bait here, which is really unfortunate. You go for the Rock Slide. We definitely need 2, maybe even more, and my opponent goes into Melmetal. We have a lot of lag against us there. Can go for 1 Superpower at least. And he goes for another one, I have to shield. And no, I guess I would swap out, I think, after this one. Yep, he's debuffed. We would survive another move with our Melmetal. No, Heatran, I mean. Because he's debuffed. And we can farm him down. And we are at the Stone Edge right now. We're going to be able to get the shield here. Are we going to win this game still? I don't know. Is he in range already for the Rock Slide, though? That's like the question right now. We survived the Shadow Ball just barely. We're gonna get farmed down otherwise. But if we KO and win this thing, we're gonna be able to win this game. Really close game there. Really, like, I don't know how we even won this. It was kind of hard counter. We see another Mamoswine. I don't know where they're coming from. But it's interesting. Here we can go for some superpower damage again. And I'm gonna shield here. Because I have so much more energy, he goes for a bait. That's like, of course. I'm gonna bait him here as well then. Because he has so much energy, definitely gonna shield. He does shield. I can go for a superpower. And if I get 2 shields here from him, I'm totally okay with that. And I do get this. He has to go for 2 superpowers basically instantly. He does go for 1, and he does go for a second one, I think, here. Now I can farm him down with my Dragonite, which is fine, because then I have a Hurricane ready for the Mamoswine, and then it depends what he has on the back. Goes for Rock Slide, doesn't do a lot of damage. Can go for Hurricane now against the Mamo. This is gonna do like 80% around that. And we can farm down with the Heatran, because no one expects a Heatran in the back. And he has a Giratina. Stone Edge does a lot of damage. Let me tell you, Stone Edge is just so good that this thing gonna get 2-shot by this Stone Edge here right now, which is beautiful. We can go for it, and that's gonna be it for this game. Good game to my opponent. And yeah, we found him down here. Perfect. Next up, we're gonna have Dragonite against Melmetal again. Really bad lead. Did we even win a single lead today? I don't think so. Like, the leads are really horrible against us. But yeah, that's definitely the algorithm. And no, I'm just joking. There's no algorithm. Well, last video I had like a lot of good leads. Here I have like a lot of bad leads. I didn't even notice that. Like, really got catch by the way from my opponent there. Didn't really notice that when I'm playing it that I had so many bad leads here. But it's fine. You can farm me down. I go into the Dragonite because I want to like catch the move here. He goes for a Sky Attack, which is fine. I'll have to rely on my Heatran anyway. I'm gonna go for the shield here, maybe Aeroblast me. Yep, he does. Aeroblast would do a lot of damage. He goes into Melmetal. And I think this game is already over. I think there's nothing we can do. I have to shield here. It's a superpower at least. I survive another superpower, but I think he gets to the next move before me again. Superpower gonna hurt. And yeah, he gets at a 1 turn before I get to my Flamethrower. It's gonna KO us. I think I surrender at this point. He gets to this move. Oh no, I think I actually tried to play it out. Yeah, he goes for the Lugia. I wanted to know what he has in the back, but I think my opponent doesn't even show me, which is sad. Yeah, he doesn't even show me. Good game there. Next up we have Dragonite against Zekrom. Also not a... Oh, we actually like lagged 3 turns in the beginning, which was beautiful. But yeah, this is also not the best lead. It's not the worst lead either, but like... We at least bait out the Kyogre here. Which is like always the case. I think that they run Kyogre in the back because of like ground types. So nice to have that. Actually, Melmetal wins this in the 0 shields most of the time. Depending on when you throw your charge moves, I can go for double superpower here and either get the shield or realign my Pokemon. And this is a game where I actually make a mistake. I don't know. I think I swap out. I think that kind of cost me the game nearly. Because I shield here. What you're gonna see now is that my opponent has the Lugia in the back. And yeah, this was a huge misplay on my part. Like, if I just let him farm me down, we would have been in a way better spot as we can align the Heatran against him. But that was a really stupid move on my part. I shield the Aeroblast here. Try to overfarm a bit and see what I can do with that. I have to catch a move or something here. But my opponent actually decides to shield, which is so fine for me. And I can just try to farm down at this point. And he goes into the attack round, basically throws this game here. And if we get to the next move in time, we're going to win this game. That's going to be it for the video. Also, well, thanks all for watching. See you in the next video and have a great rest of your day. We're going to KO this thing with a Stone Edge now.